What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today we'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for strategy B with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So Friday was a pretty good follow through from earlier in the week. We saw a bounce at near the measure move target, and then we saw a nice move up higher back to the breakout zone of 360. So right now we're still below it. So we need to see price get above it if it really wants to be bullish, because it could act as some sort of resistance. You see that price is still in this downward trend. We just hit the low side. Price will work its way to the top side, and that can also act as some sort of resistance, meaning that the sellers want to continue to trend the stock lower. And we have one leg down right here, second leg down, basically met the measurement target at the 320 level, 320-ish. So basically, we were due for a technical bounce. We bounced because of the measurement target and being at the bottom side of the channel, which typically sends price to the top. So a bounce was expected. However, we are still in a downtrend because we're making lower lows, lower highs. And this can still make a lower high for another lower low, especially with coming back to retest the breakout of the 360 level. What would invalidate that is that we see a strong move up higher with conviction, followed by a small pullback that can lead to higher prices. Or what would be even more bullish is we just continue to see price rocket up higher and higher. So those would be the two bullish cases that would probably invalidate any more downward pressure. Is we see a strong move up followed by a small correction, either holding support or just not pulling back that far. That could lead to another leg up or a strong move up higher. If we don't see either of those, there's a good chance we stay below the 360. Then that means that there's a good chance, we maybe trade sideways, possibly even roll over to the downside. What's least likely is we just continue dropping sideways right around here and then we go up higher. I think that's the least likely situation to occur. So I would say it's still bearish, just because we're still in the channel, the downward channel, still below the EMA, still below the 360 level. However, it looks like it could be invalidated if we see strong buying continue. So we did see a nice pop up on Friday, but you want to see continuation higher. There's a bunch of examples historically where you see a nice big green candle and then you see no fall through after that. It just continues to trend down lower. Same thing right here, big green candles, and then it took a while for price to move up higher. Same for the bears too. If you see a big red candle, doesn't mean we're going to continue trending down either. But this is still in slight bearish territory, and we need to watch right around this level right here, between the 360 to 370. Let's see what happens there for MSTR. Let's take a look at the macro. Looks like we're still in this big trading range. It's been going on for quite a bit of time now. Lows are right around that 240, highs right around that 440, 430 level. Looks like we hit the top side of the range. Price tried to work its way to the bottom, so it's struggling to do that. Let's see what happens. Again, if we invalidate the bears, I'll be looking for one large leg up. Probably you can combine these two together now. One leg up right here, second leg up. That would be right around to the all-time high, 547. Who knows how long, but that would be the next possible leg up higher. So let's see what happens for MSTR right now. It's looking pretty good, and you want to see the bearish patterns invalidated. You want to see it break that bearish downtrend and get back above the 360 level. So that's all I see for MSTR on the daily charts. Take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, it looks like it's back testing that trend line break. So we had a trend line 1, 2, 3 break, retest. Now it's just kind of trading sideways. Overall, it's in a trading range. You can see that it did not want to break to the downside, did not want to break to the upside. So we're just basically going sideways in this trading range. Support at 112,500, so, resistance at 123, 400, $123,400. So let's see what happens. Maybe you can adjust this if we continue moving up higher. But overall, it looks like we're just trading sideways. We had an uptrend, trading sideways, and it looks like we still could be working our way up for a leg up higher. One leg up right here. This is the second leg up. This was the first attempt right here that failed. Second attempt failed, but it looks like this just could be a correction. So one leg up, pull back, correction, second leg up, targeting the 136 level. So overall, the trend is still very bullish. I mean, we're only like less than 10% off the high, 6.7% right now. At one point, it was almost 10%, about 9%. So still very bullish, just correcting sideways. And if it continues to trade sideways, then that just increases the probability of going up higher, as long as the sideways trading doesn't take too long. So Bitcoin hanging in there. As long as we don't see a severe break of 112, most likely we'll continue to see price move up higher. And Bitcoin against MSTR's price, you see that MSTR is slightly outperforming Bitcoin as of right now. We are pulling back to that resistance zone of 322, resistance, resistance, resistance. It could turn into support, so we could see maybe an outperformance by Bitcoin. Or if it breaks this level with conviction, with decisiveness, if it breaks that trend line and level, horizontal level, will probably come back to 281, potentially even lower from there. So let's see what happens. We're right in an area where we can act as support, or it can just fail and continue moving down lower, which will show a outperformance in MSTR. So that's basically all I wanted to cover. Went over Bitcoin, went over MSTR, went over the two charts together. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Let's look at the weekly charts. Move all the drawings. Nice tail bar. Looks like it's pulling back. Let's see if we continue to see higher prices. There's this trend line right here. You drag it off the swing lows. That fits pretty good. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Something like this. Looks like we're still respecting it. So unless this is going to be a major long trap, meaning if traders are looking at a trend line bounce, they probably buy right here. And what can happen is price just goes up a little bit and then it just traps them out. Something like that. It's a trap. It's a failure to continue higher. So let's see what happens. But again, we need to clear that 360 level. And then also for a long-term trend to develop, you need to clear the 430s. Because as right now, we can just see a short-term rally up and then get rejected one more time for lower prices. So that would also be another level that would need to be cleared in the future by the bulls. That's all I want to cover for MSTR on the daily and weekly charts. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.